and we're excited to have him.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing out of the blue corner, standing 6'1" tall, weighing in at 154.4 pounds. With a record of 3 wins and 1 loss, fighting from Off the Chain MMA from Hot Springs, BRENNAN MCKISICK!
I got to say, ARSHION, earlier I was talking to him. He wouldn't tell me what the submission was. He said he's been working on something. It's a trick up his sleeve. And he says if Brennan makes the mistake he's looking for, that he's going to get it and he's going to wink at me while he does it. So we'll see if that happens.
MMA from Little Rock, handsome ARSHION Wade!
He said he feels like his finish is going to come from ground and pound, but like I said, this is going to be a tough fight for both these guys. Extremely athletic.
Yeah, their abs are already catching my view, man. These guys got some washboards going on. You know they're in shape. You know they're going to be quick.
ARSHION, look, he was really depleted yesterday. He put on a lot of weight from yesterday, and both of them coming out already. Ooh, beautiful.
Nice lead left hook.
They're throwing wild.
And he just wants to keep the pressure.
Nice knee. This right here is a high-paced start to this fight, Will.
Yeah, but I think that they got the stamina to keep this up for 9 minutes.
Definitely,
so,
ARSHION said he felt like he's going to be stronger than Brennan. Let's see if that, actually transpires in the cage.
So ARSHION in the red corner.
Yeah, ARSHION's in the tights. We got Brennan in the black shorts in the blue corner. And we got our first low shot of the evening.
They're trading those knees in close, and that happens a lot when you're in close like that. It's your opponent's moving in and out as you're moving in and out. It's really easy to catch the cut.
Obviously not on purpose.
It hurts a lot worse than it looks sometimes. He just shook it off. He said, "Let's go."
That's why I like to wear a metal cup. I like to make it hurt them.
Yeah, right.
I wear those tie cups.
That's smart. Setting up.
Beautiful 1-2 from Brennan.
Yeah, and he's setting those up with a feint with his legs. So that's kind of interesting. Nice takedown by ARSHION, and he's got top position.
Right to mount too. Oh, is he still in half? No, he's got the mount.
Yes, he is. He's in full mount. They're right in front of us. So.
He's got that Khabib leg. He's got his legs wrapped up too. That's a nasty position right there.
Yeah,
especially if you control an arm with that too. No base.
That's a wrestler move where you tie up those legs and line those legs up, and man, you can't go anywhere.
Oh yeah, Khabib right now. I always like to call it the Khabib because he's known for that. But ARSHION right there. Oh, Brennan's using that cage trying to roll. ARSHION's staying real tough.
He needs to. He can't. And there he goes.
He did. Beautiful reversal from Brennan MCKISICK right now.
Yeah, you cannot stay in a mounted position for very long. There's just too much damage that happens, and you're dominantly winning that fight. The judges see that as dominant position. So nice escape.
Let's see what Brennan can do from top right now. He's in ARSHION's guard. Maybe we'll see that trick up his sleeve.
If he lands a submission from guard, I'll be really impressed.
The higher you go in MMA, the harder it is to get those submissions off your back.
Oh, I was talking about on top.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
There's not a lot of positions. All I guess you can sit back for a leg.
Yeah, with that 50-50 game, that's definitely, which nothing gives me more anxiety than watching two leg lock guys go against each other.
That is true.
Woo. All right, ARSHION right now, working in his full guard. Brennan's trying to posture up and lay down some damage, and looks like ARSHION was almost able to get that reversal.
ARSHION's sitting out.
He's going for that Kimura.
He's going for Kimura.
Yeah, I heard Nathan call for it. He was definitely listening to his corner. Oh, he's got it. Ooh. Oh, that's nasty.
He needs to. Oh, wow.
Wow, what a way to end.
Brennan needed to roll through on that. You almost have to give up mount to get yourself out of that sometimes because
it's better than losing your shoulder.
Better than tearing your shoulder or having to tap. But he made it through the round. Luckily, that was right at the end. We get to watch round two. There's been a lot of really good competition so far tonight. A lot of high-level grappling. We're seeing more of it in this fight. They started off with a lot of flurries. Very technical.
It was technical. Like I said, I expected that from both these guys because they both come from wonderful camps. They've both been training for years, and both these guys they've got power in both hands. And we're seeing that Kimura attempt right now.
Yeah, that was nice. He just wasn't able to. He needed to sit his hips out to the side the Kimura was on, so he could really
get that right angle on
put some leverage on that shoulder, and he just didn't have time. But hey, you know what? Nice technical attempt. If he got it a little earlier in the round, he probably finishes it. So.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of shoulder locks. My shoulders are tight, so I usually tap pretty fast to a Kimura. So Brennan definitely has some more shoulder dexterity than I do.
He looked flexible. He looked very flexible.
All right, round number 2. Both these guys come out feinting that jab.
Yeah, it looks like they're trying to judge distance.
You're out of the range right now on that head kick. Ooh, beautiful, nice, nasty leg kick right there from ARSHION.
And they immediately tie up, double unders for Brennan McKissick.
Looked like ARSHION was going to try that hip toss for a second, but thought better of it.
Yeah, he's going for it again. And he drags him down.
He got it. That's a dangerous position in MMA, but when it works, it works.
Steps right straight to mount again. Watch the back of the head there.
Almost slammed his head into the mat right there.
And that's smart if a guy wants to tuck his head in like that and stay up. Just bring your weight down and use your body to slam their head down. I mean, that can kind of knock him a little bit silly.
A nice job for ARSHION right there for pushing Brennan's head down. You got a cut over ARSHION's left eye, it looks like.
Yeah, it's bleeding straight down into the eye, but it's not real bad.
It's always a bad spot, though.
Never a good spot. Yeah, it's right below the eyebrow. It doesn't look bad enough to stop the fight, but it can definitely affect your vision quite a bit.
Right now, Brennan's definitely trying to force a scramble, which he's doing a good job, and there you go. See, I like that when mount. I'm not opposed for a guy to give up his back for a split second when you're in mount because you're in a terrible situation already.
Right.
Forcing a scramble by maybe giving up your back for a second, to me, a lot of times it can work out.
Yeah, as long as you can tie up the hands.
Exactly.
Wrist control is so important.
Exactly. Use that wrist control first. So now we got Brennan working on the top half guard on top.
You said you liked this position earlier, and he's landed some good damage from there. Brennan, these are two just well-conditioned fighters. They've made a couple mistakes and lost position, and it's cost them each time. Looking for a
head and arm. It's going to be
head and arm choke. Defended.
It'd be hard to get it from that because he'd have to go to the other side.
Yeah, the cage is working against him. But, he's got position.
Which I have seen people get it from there and then use the cage, push off, and still get that head and arm. So.
True.
And like I said, Brennan McKissick, perfect. 19 years old is that perfect example of these young fighters coming up with just wealth of knowledge and skills way past their age.
Exactly. It's really fun to see these guys come up and be so skilled so early.
Oh, and now we got Brennan McKissick in full mount.
And
yeah, trying to punch up when you're mounted generally isn't the right defense.
Yeah.
Oh, and ARSHION was real close to hip escaping on that one.
ARSHION was just throwing as hard as he could off his back from mount. Not usually great, but it actually stopped Brennan from staying postured up and throwing.
Most definitely. At least,
it gave him something to think about.
Most definitely. And another fight that's going to be tough for the judges. I do not envy their
probably
job in this one.
Probably 1-1, but who knows?
Exactly. Who knows what
In all reality, they've both had good positions about half the round. Both landed some damage.
And you never know what judges score. Like some judges take damage,
I've seen crazy things. I've seen very crazy things.
I've seen some crazy things too, but more outside of them in their cage than inside. We won't get into that right now, Mr. Will. But like I said, both these guys, both of them very conditioned. Going into the third round, neither one of the guys look extremely tired. Both of them, we know they're getting great corner advice from Dewan Pickney, Jared Shurtleff, and Mr. Nathan Kirby.
Yeah, Dewan Pickney has got Brennan McKissick looks so calm right now.
Like I said, he is. He's
very composed.
When I talked to him earlier, it's just way beyond his level of his maturity level for his age.
All right, so nice. Both of them land hooks.
Arshion was trying to fake that jab and came in strong. He was trying to hit that double leg under it.
Yeah, and he kind of slips down. Kind of threw too much into that punch and gave up some position there.
Oh, nice.
Nice move.
Right there with liver kick, but Brennan was able to catch it and hit the beautiful takedown with that.
Nice trip.
Beautiful trip. I think that's one of the slickest takedowns I see people. I love when they catch that kick and hit the trip off of it. It almost seems to always. He's going for that head and arm again.
Yeah,
a lot better position here, too, if he could get it locked up.
And he's doing a smart job. I've noticed him do this a couple times, but he's using that shoulder pressure across the artery in the neck to
almost Von Flue style, but
you know what it does is it makes you a little lightheaded and it slows you down if you can keep that pressure on there long enough. It's a smart move. Veteran moves from new fighters I always like seeing, and that's probably because they've got really good coaches. You want to take every advantage you've got.
If you've ever seen Dewan fight, Dewan's known for that grinding style that you can see Brennan starting to pick up on it a little bit.
He is, and I was going to say that's very similar to his style, something where he would sit and take 30 seconds to really kind of wear his opponent down, and that's what looks like he's doing. Brennan McKissick is losing. He's losing position here.
I was just about to say Arshion would do himself a favor to kind of open that guard up because, staying closed guard on the bottom is not doing yourself any favors.
Yeah, and that cut's bleeding pretty good now. Wade's he's going to need to get to his feet. He's got a minute left to work.
Minute left in the third round. Yeah, definitely got to get up. He's doing himself no favors right now. This is not looking good for the judges.
He needs to go ahead and start scooting his butt up to that cage and start to wall walk up. I like to do this move even from mount or something like that. If you can just sit back on that cage, you can get your opponent's hips up. So he needs to make something happen. He needs a hard scramble here.
Get enough space to create
there
that
he goes.
scramble.
He's kind of working up on that cage. He's really get his butt up there and just start walking. 30 seconds, and I mean, if it's 1-1 going in this round, which I think it probably was.
I agree with you.
I mean, the fight's won right here. So.
And Brennan right now just seems to content, to keep that pressure on top. But as I say that, he starts laying them down.
He lands a good one.
Might have heard me.
And they are still newer fighters. It's hard as a newer fighter to know, should I explode here? What should I do? Should I make a statement? Mostly you get to this part, you're a little bit tired. You've worked really hard all fight long. You're thinking, I want to win this fight. I don't necessarily care about looking good or getting a knockout right now. I just want to win. I'm kind of getting my butt kicked. I'm kicking a little butt. I want to get my hand raised.
Yeah, I feel like Brennan thought, in his mind, he might have thought it was 1-1. So getting that top position, like you said, instead of risking giving up the position, it was smarter for him probably just to keep that. And I would assume if I was a judge, I would assume that gave him enough to win that fight.
It's always hard to know. That's a close fight. That could have gone either way. That really could go either way because those first two rounds were close. That last round, I could definitely pick Brennan as the winner of that round. But the other two rounds, that could easily go either way depending on what even the angle the judge has on their side of the cage.
Something what they saw.
Yes.
They could, exactly. Yeah. They don't have a screen in front of us like we do where they can see a different angle.
Yeah, and that's why they sit. Actually, I mean, if people at home don't know too much about the fight game, all the judges sit on a different cage panel for that exact reason. So they don't all see the same exact thing because sometimes you don't see the little punches that are happening if the fight's on one side of the cage. So literally, they all sit on separate cage panels so that they get a different angle just in case. And sometimes you've said, well, what was that one judge seeing? Well, maybe they were sitting on the side of the cage.
Completely opposite.
Yeah. So,
and it's something I've noticed too, and people don't realize, like in the more local MMA, like the judges that we get are usually a lot more knowledgeable than a lot of the UFC judges that are coming from the boxing commission.
They're probably doing more fights.
They are. We get a lot of guys that are like Eugene Powers over there. He's got his own jiu-jitsu school, so we know he's going to be knowledgeable and know what to look for. So I feel like that's why we get a lot of good decisions and not as much BS decisions that you see coming from some of the bigger promotions sometimes.
Well, it looks like our decision is in. I'm excited to see who won because it was close, man.
Brennan looks tired now.
Yeah, he does.
Split decision.
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
For your winner, fighting out of the blue corner,
Oh!
Brennan
Brennan
McKissick.
And you know what? I don't necessarily even. I'm not surprised by that.
Oh, most
And you
definitely
know
not.
what? It literally. I mean, I'm not sure if it is, but it could be what we were talking about just now. The judge sitting on the one side of the cage. Maybe that's where all the takedowns happen on the opposite side. But
Brennan McKissick, ladies and gentlemen,
Good fight.
3 rounds.
Great fight.
That was an incredible fight back and forth.